Welcome to the talkSPORT Boxing YouTube channel. I'm Adam Catterall. Pleasure as always to be in your company, of three-weight world greatness in Duke McKenzie and former European champion as well, Spencer Oliver. As you can see, we are still in Selhurst Park. We're in the immediate aftermath of Chris Billam-Smith doing the business, retaining his world championship status against Riakporhe, and we'll start with him because there's lots to pick out the bones on this very cold evening here in South London. Billam-Smith, proving that championship mentality, became the champion, defended a tough one against Masternak. Now he's come away from home and done the business against Riakporhe. He really is the guy.
Well, he's the man to beat right now. He's a world champion in his own right. Proved all the doubters wrong, myself included. I didn't think he was going to pull it off tonight, but he did. I just think that Riakporhe he just didn't allow him to work. He just didn't allow him to work, did he, Spencer?
No, do you know what it is? I think Shane McGuigan come up with a great game plan. They've been together from day dot, and I think that Richard Riakporhe, he was throwing the 1-2s, he was getting inside, and he was the one that wanted to tie up. I think the fight really was won with Chris Billam-Smith because he worked on the inside. I think after a dodgy start where he looked a little bit tense going in there, round 1, round 2, round 3, and he didn't really look like he was getting going, and then something just clicked. He got into a rhythm and he started taking over, and you could see the confidence growing all the time as the rounds went on. And he does what champions do. He turned the screw and he sort of like turned it around, and Richard Riakporhe was left wanting in many ways.
Yeah.
There, you know, it was about that childhood dream, boxing at Selhurst Park, you know, taking that opportunity. And for me, Riakporhe didn't take that opportunity. I'm going to be honest.
I'll come back to him in a minute. I want to celebrate the champion because there was moments in there where, especially at the back end of the fight, Riakporhe did change the momentum of it. He is shipping a few right hands there, is Billam-Smith. He took them well, and he come out in that 12th round and it was like, you ain't beating me tonight, Sunshine. This is my night.
Yeah. Billam-Smith, he got nailed a couple of times, as you said, towards the end of the fight, and he dug in. Like you say, what Spencer said, he dug in. He did what champions need to do. A good champion, you know, you can get hurt with a shot. It's how you respond from that. And he responded really well.
They don't lose the will, do they? And they know, like, when things are not going their way, they've just got that championship quality to turn something around. And Billam-Smith's that character. Do you know what I mean? He reminds me very much of like Cole Froch in the way of, not stylistically, but the way attitude. That when things are going against you, you don't lose heart, you don't lose the will, and that winner's mentality. And he just digs in, and he done that there again with Riakporhe. I mean, he showed that he's a great champion. He really is. He showed he's a worthy champion. You know, that he deserves, you know, the big fights, the unifications now.
Cool, yeah.
2 stadium fights. Can you believe that? You know, if you would have asked him, I mean, let's be honest, when he started out with Shane McGuigan, you go back years now, and he started, you're looking at it and he's gone area, British, Commonwealth, European, world. Mate, I would have gone European max, European tops. He's living proof. He's a product of hard work pays off.
Hard work and dedication.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll come back to him in a minute because I want to talk about what comes next for him. But Riakporhe's going to watch this back and he's going to kick himself in it.
Oh, he's going to kick himself. You know, he had opportunity to certainly win the fight, possibly early on. He started off really tentatively, and he was kind of waiting for him to kick on. He was waiting for him to show some urgency.
He gave a lot away early, didn't he?
He did. He gave away the early rounds. I couldn't really work out. I kept waiting for him to kick into gear, but he just never seemed to get going.
Yeah.
But again, to Billam-Smith's credit, he didn't allow him to get going.
Yeah, that's fair.
I think, do you know what it was, boys? I think that there was too much respect shown by both guys, and you could see that in the ring there. They knew what they were going into from the first fight. You know, they know each other. They know the characters. They knew that it was going to be a dogfight at some point. And like the build-up in the week, you just felt that, you know, that you could feel that. You go, they know what they're going into, these two. You're going to get a different fight from the first one, where the first one never really clicked. It never really, you know, set off. You go, I just think there was too much respect from both guys, and then Billam-Smith's thinking, I've got to get on with it. It's time to go. I'm the champion. And he sort of changed it. From about round 4, he turned the screw, like I say. Riakporhe, for me, never took that opportunity.
Yeah. In your post-fight interview with him, I liked the way he was chatting. I mean, we were all getting, well, I was getting carried away, let's just say, saying, I want OPETAIA. Let's do the OPETAIA fight next. And if it presents itself, I would love that to materialise for him because I think it'll be big money and it's the biggest fight in the division. But he mentioned Gilberto Zero Ramirez first, didn't he?
Yeah,
Let's go and try and pick up the WBA, unify there. And then if OPETAIA goes, and unifies with the WBC champion, you might end up getting an undisputed fight, especially with the amount of money that's knocking about right now in these big fights.
He's in the mix, mate. He's in the mix. You know, Ramirez, I didn't think he was going to go there. I thought he was going to go for the monster.
I like the shout.
I thought he was going to go for OPETAIA. That's where I thought he was going. Do you know what I mean? I thought he was going to be like Duke McKenzie, greedy, you know what I mean? And go for it, try and win them all. But no. He went with Ramirez. I'm like, okay, that sounds nice. Pick up another little bit of strap there, and then
I think
like,
he wants OPETAIA for the undisputed.
That's where I'm at. I think so, but yeah, I mean, Duke, you can't knock the guy's will to win. And you know what? He's infectious as well. You speak to him, he's just a lovely guy, and you want these guys, you want the best for those guys, you know what I mean? They work so hard. Did you hear the interview that I'd done with him afterwards?
I saw you trying to make him cry.
Oh, no. I didn't try to make him cry. Well, maybe a little bit. Yeah, it's nice.
Father's Day tomorrow, talking about being a dad, that's all
yeah,
you doing.
I know you, I used the kid, I apologise.
Yeah, but it's true, you say those, Spencer.
No,
you give up weeks, months, years of your life away from your children when you're in training.
You ain't going to cry now, are you?
I might start singing the song, mate.
No, but you're right, Duke.
It's
yeah,
horrible,
right.
it really is. But he, you know, listen, he did what he did, and the show goes on. Happy days.
Fight of the night though, boys. European title fight, wasn't it? Between Isaac Chamberlain and Jack Massey. These boys absolutely let the living daylights out.
Oh, God.
It was great.
That was like a throwback fight. It was like watching, you know, like I say, you'd want to see that one again. You want to see the 13th, 14th, 15th round of that fight. They left everything in that ring, as you're supposed to. But that fight was a real throwback fight. There was nothing really in that fight that... there was no stone left unturned. They left their heart and soul in there tonight. Do
you know what I loved about it? It was like the way the action was swinging one way, then the other, and you're looking at them, and we're speaking as ex-fighters. Me and Duke are sitting there going, he's broke now, he's done, he's done. And then it would go the other way. And then 10 seconds round, you go, I can't believe this, he's done, he's done, he's gone. No, Duke, he's come back again. He's gone, and it was like that. It was it was like a game of tennis, back, forth, and you thought, oh, he's gonna break it. I mean, talk about leave it all on the line, man. Yeah, really credit where credit's due.
Brilliant from Jack Massey's point of view. I think we all agreed that he was the rightful winner.
Yeah, definitely.
But Isaac Chamberlain doesn't go. I know he goes away without the championship belt and he loses a fight, but I want to see him again, man. Because he comes out with a lot of stock.
He comes out of a lot of credibility. He boxed quite intelligently. He's had his moments in the fight, and you thought to yourself, you know, he was going to win because, like I say, ebbed and flowed so much from start to end, I should say. But ultimately, just couldn't find that KO shot. He just couldn't find that shot he was looking for. He boxed an intelligent fight. He was getting behind the jab. He was doing everything that needed to be done, but he just couldn't quite pull it off.
You spoke about Billam-Smith's will and determination. Jack Massey, though, down the stretch, man, he just went, no, tonight's my night.
Absolutely. And you know what, Isaac Chamberlain as well, like Chamberlain had that moment there where you go, he looks like he's turned it around. He was getting Massey to the body. You thought Massey's just a punch away from going here. He's one punch away from breaking, and somewhere he was turning it around, and you're looking at Chamberlain going, he ain't got a lot left here. His face started swelling up. Do you know what? I love both guys because I love the backstory to both guys. Yeah. You know, with like Jack Massey working on a building site, trying to feed the young child, opportunities not coming, thinking about quitting boxing, moving up to heavyweight, boxing Joseph Parker, rocking him down to the sole of the boots, coming back down, relighting his career in many ways. And with Isaac Chamberlain losing to Lawrence Okoli in probably one of the worst fights you will ever see or witness, you think, that's his career done. Like, TV won't like him. Where's he going to go? Goes on the road. Deontay Wilder, Alexander Usyk, just to name a couple of people that he's sparring with, training with, comes back, reinvented, and that's what we've got. I mean, I love them two guys. I love them stories, backstories about that, and we're the only winners out of that. Do you know what I mean? Us, the fans, because that was two guys. That's what boxing's all about, leaving it all in the ring.
Yeah, it was fantastic to watch. Final one, Ben Whittaker, tonight. Went the distance, loads of positives. What did you make of the performance as a whole? And is there still a few more, but is there a little bit of polishing still to be done with him?
Oh, for sure. He's still learning his trade. You can't get in there and knock everybody out. And I still feel that, you know, going 10 rounds wouldn't have hurt him whatsoever. It would do him more good to go to 10 rounds than not. And he finished the 10 rounds really, really strong. Yeah. I think when you put the combinations together that he put together, particularly in that last round, had he have done that several rounds earlier, then he might have got that guy out of there. But what he did show was that he can finish a 10-round fight really, really strong.
Just explain, Spencer, how hard it is to knock somebody out that doesn't want to get knocked out.
I can't tell you, mate. You want a guy that wants to come and have it. And Ezra was one of those guys that he went in there and you look at his record, 12-0, 10 KOs, you go, he's getting knocked out.
Yeah.
Because he's going to come and have a fight. And we knew a little bit about him, that he was a bit rough, a bit crude, but not really on the level. But he come and he was quite clever in what he was doing, staying quite defensive, making it hard for Ben. Ben was trying to set traps, clowning around, the drunken master and all of that, but he couldn't break through. He did towards the end, but I'm with you guys. I think it's a great, this is all part of the apprenticeship for Ben Whittaker now. It's only his 8th contest. He needs opponents like that. He needs rounds under his belt. I still stand by what I say, as I think Duke does as well. I think when we get a talent like this, and you go, and all they're doing, just enjoy it, man. Come on, just enjoy it. We live in a world of entertainment. What's wrong with you guys? Why can't you just enjoy it?
They're enjoying it.
Oh, good. Sorry.
I
apologise.
We're all enjoying it.
Yeah, there you go.
Listen, it's a cold one. As you can see, I'm shivering doing the final show. Hopefully you've enjoyed everything that we've done this evening on the talkSPORT Boxing YouTube channel. If you haven't, go and check out Duke, go and check out Spencer, talking through those fantastic fights that we enjoyed here at Selhurst Park. The big story is that Chris Billam-Smith is still world champion in the cruiserweight division, and hopefully he's going to be moving on to fight OPETAIA or maybe Zero Ramirez. Big unification.
Before we go, is it me or is this floor unsteady or is it me?
It's unsteady.
Yeah, it's freezing. We gotta go.
Listen, make sure you subscribe to the talkSPORT Boxing YouTube channel, and we'll catch you next time.
Like that, I'm all over the place.
On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.